LPP Presidential Candidate Cllr Tiawan Gongloe want to speak to you on a recent event. So his submission, no question and answer, just take it away. Thank you, Councillor.
Gentlemen, thank you for coming this afternoon. I've always said I'm the one-man peacekeeper in Liberia. So over the years, when journalists are thrown in jail, political activists are thrown in jail, or any group of people, I go and volunteer to get them out so that the tension in this country can come down. I condemned the other day the violence that occurred. First, in fact, when a casket was carried by some seditions, claiming that it was the body of Ambassador Joseph Boakai, I condemn it in no uncertain terms. I was very clear about it. This afternoon, my attention has been drawn to statements inciting violence that have been made by the spokesperson of Unity Party, Mo Ali, and Ambassador Joseph Boakai, virtually calling for an eye for an eye. That incitement of violence, in my view, is irresponsible, is reckless, and completely disregards the history of our country that have come out of war. Any statement of violence or that incites violence scares people in Liberia. It will create more poverty because investors, people who are in business deals now, might slow down. Because these statements are coming from former ruling party that just left power, that has the capacity to actually carry on violence. When CDC engages in a conduct that undermines our peace and security, we condemn them. As just like when they went to Senator Prince Johnson's church, we condemn that. The peace, unity, and security of Liberia must not be undermined by anyone. This presidency we seek is nobody's inheritance. It's nobody's entitlement. And nobody should do just anything at all costs to become president. Each of us should state our cases to the people. And then when we state our cases to the people, they like what the message that we are presenting, and they check our track record, and they know that we are able to do what we are saying, they will elect us. As long as the election is free, fair, and transparent. This idea of the former ruling party and the current ruling party inciting violence, engaging in violence has to stop. The international community is tired of us. We are not going to be like, we are not the only one in the world. There are more pressing problems all over the world. And it's about time for us to show maturity. And the leaders of these political parties should not be inciting violence. I'm calling on the Liberian people to reject any politician in this election who incites violence, who engages in violence. Such person is not worthy of becoming our president. So I'm calling on Ambassador Joseph Boakai and President George Weah to exercise effective leadership. It is not enough when violence takes place to say, we didn't know. If they didn't know, then they are not good leaders. They must stop it. Liberians don't deserve it. Some Liberians are leaving the country already out of fear because this is not a hypothetical situation. Liberians have experienced violence before. Well, as for us in LPP, I will not back any member of LPP who engages in violence. They better rest assured that as a lawyer, if any member of LPP engages in violence against other political parties, I will be the first to condemn you, and I will get lawyers from LPP to prosecute you, to join the government to prosecute you. We are a party. Our motto is unity and honesty for peace and progress. We will do nothing to undermine it. So that's the reason I call you this afternoon. That all Liberians must stand on one side against violence. And we will not support, no Liberian should support any politician who say they will do just anything possible to become president. They should only do what is lawful. They must respect the rights of Liberians in the process. Let us, as the late Joe Mobile used to say, jaw, and not engage in war. Let us use our minds, our intellect. Let's use our brains, our mouths to exchange. Using the media and speaking to our people. We must not for a minute entertain violence for any reason. That is the reason I call you, through you, to speak to Ambassador Joseph Boakai specifically, and Mo Ali. And by that, discourage all politicians from engaging in violence. I feel ashamed and embarrassed when members of the International Committee are saying, what's wrong with you politicians? We are 176 years old. We should not be talked down to. But the politicians who probably are ignorant of our history are the ones that are doing it. We don't have warring factions here anymore. We only have politicians and political parties. They must play the game by the rules. They must adhere to the rule of law. United Party should behave like a party that has been in power before. But what is coming out of the mouths of the leaders of United Party undermines their credibility as an all-ruling party that has run government in this country before. And I'm appealing to them to stop. Just as I'm appealing to the CDC not to incite violence or engage in violence again. I told you the casket, the physical engagement with Unity Party in the single area the other day must not happen again. Thank you very much.